So welcome everyone online. This is
Hello.
Lynn and Gulshan back from their overseas jaunt. We'll tell you all about that later. So we've got a few people here with us in person. Very welcome back. What we'll do is go through the starting of the meditation process, awakening the Kundalini, going through our self-realisation, which we did the first time you came, Sid. And also if it is your first time, if you're watching on YouTube perhaps, then just follow through. We'll also go into a bit more detail, do a bit of a balancing and a clearing later on. We've got a video of Shri Mataji talking about thoughtless awareness. So it's about 9 minutes, which we'll also play, because that's the whole crux of meditation, that you can get out of the thinking mind and have that thoughtless awareness. Also, we wanted to focus a bit on feeling your meditation as opposed to thinking about it, because so often we have an idea how we should feel even, and we're thinking about how we're feeling and measuring against our thought process, so defeats the whole purpose. But if we allow that Kundalini that we're going to awaken again in a minute to just do it for us, we'll automatically feel that. The other part of that feeling process, of course, is that how and where you feel. So you feel inside in general, and in particular on your hands. So there's a direct connection between all of our energy centres, or chakras, as we've talked about before, which are those little colourful circles that you see on the chart there. Each of those relates to the fingers on our hands. So you want to start feeling your own subtle system and see what things you're carrying around as pressures on your subtle system. So before we get going, we'll just explain this subtle system a bit, in that we've got these 3 channels within us, which is our...
I can point.
All right, Gulshan's going to be the pointer today. So you've got these 3 channels within us, which are basically in our spinal cord. So the very centre is our autonomous nervous system that's responsible for everything automatic. Hence, our Kundalini, when it rises, it goes through that central channel, which is the automatic part of our system, responsible for breathing, our growth, our evolution. That's the central channel. On the left, which circles that automatic system, is our emotions, our desires, and the past. And then circling that again is the outermost part, the right side, which is our future, our action, and the action we take in regards to our desires. So what we're trying to do is strengthen our pure desire for our evolution, because I think we might have mentioned it before, we're trying to become spiritually evolved. So that's the next stage of our evolutionary process, that we become aware of and connected to, and have those pure desires and our action resulting from the pure desires. So anyway, that's a lot of blah, blah, blah. Still, you want to feel that. So let's awaken again that Paranchaitanya, that Kundalini energy that's in the triangle bone that Gulshan's pointing to, I'm sure.
Yes.
So that energy is there within all of us, and just waiting for us to ask for it to awaken. And we'll go through this process, which is just putting our attention at our various energy centres and asking for it to awaken. So we don't have to make a ritual out of it. And in fact, it is actually our desire and asking and getting familiar and connected to our Kundalini energy that she'll awaken. So that's our a feminine principle in our being. So it's been masculine for a long time. Now we're going feminine, and we've all got the feminine, masculine within us. And we've got the father and the mother and the child. So the child is that Kundalini energy that we're awakening. So we're going to the feminine side, asking our Mother Kundalini to awaken, and just that request, heartfelt request, will awaken that energy. And then she'll go through the central channel, come up to the top, and connect us automatically into that state of thoughtless awareness. So we'll go through that. So I'll take us through that, Gulshan, and then you can give us another balancing deeper meditation once we've done that. So our shoes are off. We can take off our glasses if we feel, so we don't need to have those lenses obstructing us in any way. Our feet are touching the earth, so those elements of the earth and the fire and the water and the air all play a part in our natural, pure desire to become our spirit. So our Kundalini energy, we're going to ask her to awaken. So let's take our attention inside first of all. So if you're comfortable, you can close your eyes. If thoughts keep bombarding you and not letting you concentrate, you can just focus on this photograph of Shri Mataji, and then just close your eyes when you feel comfortable. So let's, what we will do is take our right hand onto the left side of our body, onto our heart. So let's start at the heart, and then we'll go down and awaken the energy and then come back up. So here at the heart, we're going to just ask the question, who am I? So inside yourself, ask that a few times. Who am I? Being aware of your breathing. Who am I? Who is this I? Let's go down just under the rib cage, the top of our stomach, still with our right hand on the left side of our stomach, the upper part of your stomach, just under the ribs there. And this is the centre of our self-mastery, so that we are listening to our own nature and not listening to outside influences in what we do every day. So am I my own master? Is the question we pose to ourselves here at this centre. Am I my own master? Am I my own teacher? And your attention on your breathing as well. And let's go down to the hip area on the left side. So just pushing your fingers between the body and the leg there on the left side. So this is the energy, the energy centre, where we're going to ask for the pure knowledge which is in our Mother Kundalini energy. So Mother Kundalini, please give me the pure knowledge. So this is related to our pure desire. When we awaken this pure knowledge through our Kundalini Mother, we receive that truth about ourselves and where we're at. Really desiring from your heart, please awaken and give me the truth about myself. Coming back up to the top of your stomach, with our Kundalini awakened, we can affirm that I am my own master. So I don't need to look outside for the answers. I am my own master. So just reacquainting ourselves with our Mother Kundalini developing that relationship. We'll ask, as we bring our hand up to our heart on the left-hand side, Mother Kundalini, I am the pure spirit. So this is where our spirit resides. So we're asking Mother Kundalini, please awaken my pure spirit. Now, it's very important not to feel guilty about anything, so we're going to just try and clear this energy centre up at the throat, up at the neck. So between the neck and the shoulder, we'll hold that area and we'll turn our head a little bit to the right so that we can grab that shoulder neck area and just say quite a number of times, Mother Kundalini, I'm not guilty, just to clear out anything that we're unnecessarily feeling guilty about. Mother Kundalini, I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty. Say it quite a number of times to yourself. So what we need to do is, instead of feeling guilty about things, face whatever it is. And just to yourself, you can say that, okay, that was the wrong thing, next time I won't do it. Done. I'm not guilty. And then we'll go up to the forehead, dropping the forehead down into the palm of our hand, just holding with the thumb and the fingers on either side quite firmly. And here we can forgive. So Mother Kundalini, I forgive everyone. And very importantly, I forgive myself. I forgive. So just try to feel that forgiveness. So you're letting go of anything that anyone may have done to you. No need to think of anything in particular, but just in general, letting everything go. I forgive. Just let everything go back to where it came from. And very importantly, I forgive myself. We all make mistakes and will continue to make mistakes, but we don't have to feel guilty. We just forgive ourselves and move on. I forgive. Forgive myself and I forgive everyone. Let's just take that a little step further on the reverse. So just placing our hand at the back and leaning backwards. You can either look up or continue to keep your eyes closed. And you can, with the affirmation that if I've made any mistakes, knowingly, unknowingly, please forgive me. So just taking out anything that's pressing on your energy centres and not allowing your Kundalini to rise. If I've made any mistakes, please forgive me. Now let's go up above the brain to the top of the head. Just pulling your fingers back, place the centre of that right hand onto the top of your head, the fontanelle area. It would have been soft when you were a baby. Pressing down and rotating the scalp in a clockwise motion. So it goes left, forward, right, back. Pressing quite firmly, moving the scalp. Please give me my self-realisation. Mother Kundalini, please give me my self-realisation. If you've done this before, you can also say, Mother Kundalini, please strengthen my self-realization. Mother Kundalini, please let me feel thoughtlessly aware. So as we connect to the all around us energy of divine, energy that loves us unconditionally, let's just raise the hand up and see if you can feel that flow from the top of your head. Could be up quite high, could be quite close. Wherever you feel that, even if you think you feel it, that's good enough. Keeping your attention there, bring both hands now, open on your lap. Keeping your attention above your head. Just allow that Kundalini to flow on top of your head. Any thoughts, just not this thought. Just answer them, not this thought. And take your attention back above your head. Feeling the flow on the in-breath and the out-breath. So just whatever you feel to say to your own mothering energy, Mother, please let me feel the space between the thoughts. Please let me feel thoughtless and aware. And slowly opening your eyes. We'll just do that process with our shortened version, which is how you will meditate in the days in between when we meet. So in your morning when you've just woken up, or at night just before you go to sleep, We use our hands, the left hand of desire, the right hand of action, raising up the energy with your hands. So you don't need to think about it because you're using your hands, and we tie a knot. Keep our attention up there on the Sahasrara. We'll do that a second time. For the second channel, 2 knots. And the third channel, and 3 knots. Now with those vibrations that are now flowing in your hands, starting from the right side, we're going to make a rainbow over our bodies, a bandhan, a protection. Over and back is 1, and we'll do that 7 times. 2, 3. So there's 7 energy centres, so that's why we do it 7 times. And then just see what you're feeling in your hands. So after realization, what happens is we want to start feeling each of those energy centres. Any tingles you feel, that's where we need to put our attention. Gulshan might take us through a balancing to help us feel more. So just be aware, you just rub your hands together, and you can, however you feel, to ask your Mother Kundalini to please show me the state of my chakras, my energy centres. And then she'll show you on your fingers where you're feeling any pressure that you need to let go of something. So there's different ways we can do that. But whatever you're feeling, be aware. We'll do a little balancing and maybe clear some of those tingles that you might be feeling on your fingers. So, Gulshan, would you like to go to that now?
Okay.
And then you let me know when we think we should play the video.
Sure. Okay, so maybe after our clearing technique.
So we will, at the end, for you, those of you on Zoom, we will give you the power to put on your video and your sound, and if you want to give feedback and ask any questions about what you're feeling, we can do that with you all, and same with everyone here as well. We'll talk about those things we're feeling, and Gulshan, you can help us to feel more.
Okay, so to begin the clearing process, we shall start with a Kundalini Bandhan again, just to make sure that we do it well. So raising a Kundalini over the top of the head, 1 knot. And second time, watching your left hand as it comes up, 2 knots. And for the third time, bring it up nice and slow, and 3 knots on top of the head. And the bandhan, we are going to use our right hand and start it from the left side over to the top of the head, to the right and back. That's 1. Let's do that 7 times. The 7 energy centers within our body. So it's important to bring it to the top of your head, back. So the clearing is quite easy. We sit quite comfortably, shoes off, and ideally you would have a photo of Shri Mataji before us so that our Kundalini corresponds or relates or reacts very strongly with Shri Mataji's Kundalini. That is really powerful, and that helps us clear better.
Which we've got one here in case
Yes.
anyone needs online.
So to clear the left side, we drop the right hand towards the earth. It's quite simple as that. The opposite hand goes facing the earth. And here, you can keep your eyes open and watch Shri Mataji's photograph, or you can close your eyes and have your attention on top of your head, whichever is easier. So we ask our mothering energy, and we ask Shri Mataji to please take away all the obstructions, all the imbalances from our left side into the earth through the right hand. And just watch your hand and see how you feel. Might be a bit of heaviness, or if you have your attention on top of your head, you can actually feel your hand quite clearly, especially your fingers. You may notice a little bit of tingling sensation, and you may also notice a bit of heat or cool on the palm of your hand. So if it's heat, it's clearing, and when it gets to cool, that's when the job's done, and that side is clear. So initially it's quite okay to feel the heat because it's the clearing that has to happen. So we just ask our mothering energy and Shri Mataji to please clear the area of the spirit within me, which is the left heart. So there are two ways to do it. One is to place your hand on your left heart, and we can affirm here again, I am the spirit. So right hand is on our left heart. And we say a couple of times, I am the spirit. I am the spirit. Or you may notice there's a little bit of tingling sensation on the little finger on the left hand side. So one other way to do it is you could just release the pressure off with your right hand. That's something that can work, but ideally you can also just place your hand on your left heart, right hand on the left heart, and we can affirm the quality which is within us in this part, in this chakra, which is our spirit. So we just affirm that positive quality within us, which is I am the spirit. I am the spirit. I am the spirit. Shri Mataji, please establish the spirit within me. And now we're going to clear our right side. So the right hand comes back on our lap, and the left hand, we raise it from the elbow up. And again, attention on the Sahasrara, which is the top of our head over here. Or you can watch Shri Mataji's photo, the Bindi in particular. And here we ask a mothering energy, the Kundalini, and Shri Mataji to please take away all the excessive heat, all the imbalances, all the obstructions from our right side into the air through the left hand. And with our attention on top of our head, see what you feel on your fingers and on your palm, on your right hand. And here we can also ask for our attention to cool down, because with the hot attention or overactive attention, there's a lot of thought activity in our head. So we can ask the mothering energy and Shri Mataji to please cool down my attention. Please cool down my thoughts. Shri Mataji, please cool down my liver. That generates all the thinking that happens, all the excessive thinking. You may notice that the tingling sensation on your fingertips does slow down a little bit on your right hand. And if you do feel a little bit of heat, that's okay too. It has to clear out. Now I'm feeling a little bit of tingling sensation on my right finger. This finger here, the index finger, which is to do with, it corresponds with our right Vishuddhi. So we could just place our left hand on the right side of our neck, turn our head towards the left shoulder, and ask the mothering energy to please take away all the obstructions from this chakra within us. Mother Kundalini, please take away all the obstructions from this chakra and make me a sweet speaking person. Please establish the sweetness within me. Please establish the sweetness in my thoughts and in my words. Bring a hand back down. Just rub your hands a little bit. And now, attention on top of our head. We ask the mothering energy to please give me balance of vibrations in both the hands. We'll just place our right hand on our forehead as well. Just drop your head into your hand. Apply a little bit of pressure. And here we just say a few times again, I forgive everyone. Shri Mataji, by your grace, I forgive everyone. I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. And the last and most important one, we are going to take our right hand and the palm gets placed on the top of our head, which is the fontanelle bone area where the fountain comes out, the fountain of our mothering energy, the Kundalini, as she brings herself up to connect us and help us achieve a jump from this chakra on to the next chakra, which is the Sahasrara chakra on our head. With a little bit of pressure, let's rotate that hand again in the same direction, which is moving to your left, forward, right, and back. And here we ask our mothering energy and Shri Mataji to please strengthen my self-realization. Shri Mataji, please strengthen my self-realization. Shri Mataji, please strengthen my self-realization. Bring your hand down onto your lap and keep the attention back on top of your head. And just see how you feel. You may notice that there are no thoughts, and that is the first step of being in thoughtless awareness, where you're aware of your surroundings, you can hear sounds, but you're not thinking. And that is being in meditation, where we allow the Kundalini to rise up and give us the mental silence and take us into meditation. Just slowly open your eyes. You may still feel a little bit of heat, and if you do happen to feel that, that's okay, because it has to clear out. There's a lot of debris sometimes in our chakras, and as the Kundalini rises, she has to burn those impurities within us, so it's quite normal to feel the heat. But as long as you may have noticed a little bit of calmness, your breathing slows down a little bit, and the thoughts can stay away, that's a really good spot to be in. Might go on to a talk now, Lynn.
Right. Sure. Well, let's hear what Shri Mataji has to say about thoughtless awareness.
Sure. So while Lynn gets the talk ready, again, we might ask you to open up your hands, because that is receiving vibrations. And as you listen to Shri Mataji, have your hands open and try that as an experiment and see if you feel slightly better vibrations in your hands.
We're getting there. Yeah. Just get the right spot.
Now the first step is to become thoughtlessly aware, where you cross your mind. You go above your mind. Mind cannot affect you. This is the first stage, as we call it, thoughtless awareness. Second one is where you start seeing the working of this Parama Chaitanya, of this all-pervading power, and you start becoming aware that there is a lot of truth in what Mataji says, that there is this power which works out many things. It works miraculously so many things for you. It gives you blessings, it guides you, it helps you. In so many ways it helps you. It gives you good health, good wealth, and also a very good society of very beautiful people in the collective. All that you can see clearly is happening here. Now this happening of achieving thoughtless awareness is very simple and easy. But to maintain at that point is difficult. We still react and we think. Anything you see, you react. To get to that point in thoughtless awareness is first to change your attention. Now, for example, once we were climbing a very high mountain to see one temple called Palitana. Myself, my son-in-law, and my daughter. And we were really tired because we had to climb I don't know how many steps. And when we went up, we were tired, and there was a little canopy made of beautiful marble carving. So we just laid down there. They were very tired, and they said, "What is this kind of a temple?" They were grudging. While I looked up and I saw lots of beautiful elephants were carved. So I told my son-in-law, "Look at these elephants. They all have tails of different types." He said, "Mummy, we are all dying. How can you see the tails of elephants?" But if just to divert their attention from that tiredness, I told them that why not see these tails of the elephant, which is very different. So what happens that when you are putting your attention so much to outside all the time, then you must first of all also divert your attention. For example, you see these beautifully made things here. Your attention is something else. Just try to enjoy the beauty of that. See, there are beautiful carpets here. Just look at them without thinking. Because they don't belong to you, so no headache. They belong to somebody else. It's very good. Otherwise, if it belongs to you, you start thinking, "Oh my God, I've spread them here. What will happen? They have to be insured," or some sort of thing like that. That's common human reaction. But if it doesn't belong to you, you can watch it nicely. Now you watch it and don't think. You'll be amazed when you see the beauty that is put inside this. You'll see the artist who has put his joy, his exuberance into it. And you'll be amazed after realization. that this exuberance will fill into you and a cool kind of a relaxation will come into you, and this Kundalini will rise and you will become steady in your thoughtless awareness. So whenever you look at anything, look at any beautiful thing, even say today's election, just watch the man who is elected. Watching him itself gives him blessings, gives him better ideas. You get also ideas which are coming from reality, which are there, how to make this man a successful person, or this country a successful democracy. All these things happen when your attention is diverted from criticizing, from reacting. Just you watch, become the witness, try to witness everything. It's not so very yet practiced. So far I've seen that whenever even we get our achieve our realization, we don't realize that we have to witness everything. When you start witnessing through your spirit, then you don't see the bad points of another, but you see the good points. You just pick up the person with very good points. I see. So once you see that, the witness state enlarges and you start enjoying another person. You start enjoying everything that is there. Even a small blade of grass you can enjoy if you have that capacity. In Japan, Zen system started on these lines. And he made, Viditama was the person who started it. He made a garden out of moss, different moss in very small. That there were little flowers also. And hardly about 5 feet of the garden, which looks like a shape of a question mark, you can say. You have to go on a lift and you reach that platform on top of a hill or a mountain where you see this. All little mosses are there and you see differently arranged a beautiful garden. When you start seeing it, your thought stops. Because such a marvelous thing, when you put attention to it, to its creation, your thoughts stop. So you must practice as to find out what stops your thoughts, what makes you the witness. Once you develop this habit, you will station yourself nicely in the thoughtless awareness. Then you start watching how Sahaja Yoga has helped, how it has been useful, what you have achieved through Sahaja Yoga. You will be amazed if you just start watching it everywhere. You'll be amazed how this Parama Chaitanya acts. Nowadays, this Parama Chaitanya has become active because of Kruta Yuga. You can see from the way it is playing around with vibrations around me. You've seen so many photographs of mine where his vibrations are there. Also, you've seen the photographs of many Sajogis sitting before me. On their head, my name is written down in Arabic language. You've seen so many ways by which you can find out that there is the play of the divine. Now the mind will still try to say something. Don't listen, just watch. The effect of Sahaja Yoga you should watch on yourself, on your body. Don't think about it, but watch it. And you will be amazed how you have changed. To be very frank, when I come to Australia every year, sometimes I can't even recognize you. You look much younger, much better, much happier, and I don't recognize who are these people.
Here we go, let's start the video. I'm not sure how we're going for time, but we might just have a few more minutes of meditation, try to feel that thoughtless awareness. Somebody did ask the question, and I think it was answered in that talk, can you use these vibrations to give that protection to family members or people who are having difficulties? And I think what she said about the politicians, even putting your attention there, you can affect their outcomes as well. So that's a yes. And you can also collectively, if there's someone in a really big problem, we can, by doing a circle on our hand, any person or problem, we can give that bandhan just to direct our attention more fully. But we'll talk about that again more in a minute. Let's have 5 minutes just taking our attention up. We can use our right hand to raise our kundalini, more of it up to the Sahasrara, just touching that area, just closing your eyes, keeping your attention. I'll put on a bit of music, just see if that helps with your meditation, or we'll just take 5 minutes listening to the music. I can find it again. Oops, it's a bit loud.
Yeah. Do you like it? Excuse me.
So let's just finish our meditation by again raising our Kundalini. Tying the knots, first one, second one, full attention, 3 knots, and then the bandhan, which is the protection, as SK was asking, over and back 7 times. That's protecting ourselves. And that's approximately 7. And SK, yes, as you were asking, can we do the bandhan for others? We can, just to focus our attention, is if there is someone, we can put their name, we can put the name of Z, and then we can do 7 circles, which puts that person in the vibrations. So we're positively infecting our vibrations and others as well. Our focus of today's was what to do after self-realization. So this is what comes after, is that you need to see on your hands what you're feeling. So let's do that. So we're asking our own mother energy, please show me my vibrations. So I'll just empower everyone. Let me see, what are we doing? I'm giving you the ability to unmute if you want to, not compulsory, and start your video if you wish to.
And if you have any questions, now is the time to ask.
You're free to go for it. Zed, what about you? How are you feeling?
Good.
Good?
Very good.
I was feeling much better at the end than at the beginning.
Yeah, I felt a few tingling things.
Yeah, actually I felt the same ones as you. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, so
It's collective.
collectively.
So yeah, I was feeling Vishuddhi, right Vishuddhi, left heart.
Yeah.
And then it feels cool now.
Hi, Lynn. Hi, Gulshan.
Hi, hi.
Is that SK?
Hi. I'm just wondering, is it like we write down the names with ink or just like imaginary writing on the name?
Oh no, yeah, you're just imaginary writing. So you've got your finger and you're just writing the name. So I'm writing my own name, Lynn, and then I'm putting a circle around. So it's really focusing your attention. So you could, in theory, do it in your mind, but I don't trust my mind that much.
Right.
So we always write it. So it focuses.
And it's always clockwise too. It's always clockwise.
Yeah.
To wrap.
So just writing and then make the clockwise. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And leave it to divine then, and then see what happens.
Okay, thank you.
Where are you joining us from, SK?
Excuse me?
Where are you joining us from?
I'm from Singapore.
Oh, nice.
Wow, very nice.
Welcome all the way from Singapore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Nice you could join us.
yeah.
I don't know. I happened to join. This is the Australia group, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I happened to join the Australia group. I don't know how.
Oh no, that's great. We often get people from all over the world.
Okay.
And interestingly, I met a couple of people who've joined our sessions. I met them in Italy just recently. So we've become one world, which is nice.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. No, it's always nice to see where everyone's joining us from.
Okay. Thank you so much for this
Okay.
wonderful session.
Oh, thank you, SK, for joining.
And we are here next Monday again, if you wish to join.
Yeah, we'd love to see you again.
Yeah, I just actually I just joined early of July, and then I just like doing it regularly, and then I don't know why it just like happened the past 2 weeks it stops, and I just like want to start it again today.
Yeah,
that's good.
Excellent. I mean, if you can do it every day, that's best. And just raising your kundalini, putting your bandhan and sitting for 5 minutes, just touching Sahasrara each day if you can, it just helps it grow more and more. So it is an evolutionary process which we need to make a habit of to feel better.
Yeah, I agree.
And to become that self-realized person. So it's a growing thing.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks for joining.
Bye.
Anyone else got any questions or anything they want to share? Feel free. How did you go, Anirban? Pallavi?
Hi, Lynn. Hi, Gulshan. It's really an enriching experience, I would say. We have been I've been going through this before, and I really know the realm of how this works, and it's really enriching. It has been beneficial so much. But for the weekdays, as I shared with you, Gulshan, it was really tough for both of us to join, but we really urged we really say forced ourselves that how we could. So this is a really sincere effort that we are trying to put on. So let's see how it goes. So it's really to bring solace in our lives and to bring discipline for our younger one. So let's see how we go. We are really making a sincere effort this time.
Wonderful.
Right.
Yeah.
And we wish you all the best. But if I can just say one thing, is when we start with Sahaja Yoga, it is really important that while you start with Sahaja Yoga and you try to build on with Sahaja Yoga, that we stop practicing the other things that we're practicing. Because if you sort of mix the two, if you're doing something and then we do Sahaja Yoga and we mix the two, then there's a little problem and you're never quite sure whether it works for you or not. So if you really want to feel the effects of Sahaja Yoga, I urge you to try and just give this experiment a go. So
Yeah,
whether
absolutely.
it works for you or not.
I know this from the bottom of my heart because I have been doing this. So we haven't been doing anything else. And say I knew it worked, and both myself and Pallavi knew it worked. It's just that say we couldn't work out the mechanics of say joining in on say on a weekday of various things, as in say it's I'm just not trying to make an excuse. It's just that say we tried but we couldn't, but so now we are just trying to make a sincere effort, even if say we are in between things, traveling and things like that. It's just today it's happened, say I was returning from office, but still I tried and joined just to get that essence. And I hope I'm really getting the groove. And both myself and Pallavi, we really try our best, I would say, to get into the groove. And it's really helpful. I know it works.
Great.
Well done, Anirban, Pallavi, and
Thank you.
we'll let you know when there's a workshop. We were just talking about it before that if a weekend suits you better, we will be having. I think on the first Saturday of every month we have a workshop, which means it's just an in-person session at our permanent meditation centre in Scullen. So we'll definitely let you know about that too.
That
That would be great,
that
yeah.
would be really helpful. That would be really helpful. We would really cherish that. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Lovely to see you online, and look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night.
We'll just put the music on for you, I think.
How did you feel on your fingertips, Zed, or on your hand?
Those two fingers felt a bit of a sensation.
Both hands?
But I felt like that faded.
Oh, yeah. So is it tingling or?
Not tingling, no.
Okay.
Just a bit of sensation there. But a lot of the, well, I guess heat comes out of my parts.
That's good. That's a clearing process, so that's good. Yeah. Eventually, once the Kundalini has purified all our chakras, that heat should change to cool. That's the idea. So, and it does change to cool then. So, heat's a temporary thing, clearing process.
Yeah. Well, good night, people. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks for coming. Thanks, everyone online.